guys? Welcome to another episode of Stay Active, Stay Encouraged. I'm going to start right off with introducing myself. I'm Coach Taylor. I've worked with Push to Rock for about 4 years now. I do all the volleyball clinics, basketball clinics, soccer camps, all sports camps, and any other programs that we do in the Lehigh Valley area. I love working with Push to Rock, and I'm really looking forward to going back working with you guys again this summer. Other things you should know about me, I love sports. Volleyball is one of my favorite sports, so some of the exercises that we're going to be doing today is focused on volleyball. I also love to play soccer and basketball in no particular order, but those are just some of the sports that I really enjoy playing and watching as well. We're going to do things a little bit different today. I'm going to start out with sharing the devotional. I hope that will be encouragement to you guys, and then following the devotional, we'll go right into the exercises. So for the past 4 weeks or so, or however long this lockdown has been going, I've definitely been challenged by this verse that I'm about to read to you guys, and I hope it will be encouragement to you, as it just keeps coming back to my mind every time there are days where I just wish things would just be back to normal, like you just want to go back to work, hang out with friends, and just do fun stuff, but obviously it's not like that right now. We're on lockdown, and it's difficult. But God just keeps bringing this verse back to my mind, and it's actually one of my favorite verses in the Bible. It says in Romans 8:28, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose." I just want to focus on the first part of that verse. It's one of my favorite lines. We know that all things work together for good. It doesn't say some things or all things except or here's a list of things that work together for good. It just says all things. All things work together for good. And all things simply means all. Literally everything. Everything that happens around us is for our good. And God is in control of everything that happens around us. Even during this pandemic and through this lockdown, God is in control of this. And He has a purpose and a plan for everything that He allows into our life, or anything that He allows us to go through. And definitely through this time, I think God is definitely doing a work in people's lives through this pandemic. I know He's definitely doing a work in my life, and I hope He's doing a work in your life somehow in these past few weeks. And, we don't know the purpose, or we may not know the purpose or the reason what God is doing through this, but we can simply trust in God that He is in control, and we can just rejoice that God will deliver us from this, and that He will get the glory. He will get the glory of it all. And so that's just my encouragement to you guys. There's nothing that we need to be necessarily afraid of. Know that God is in control of it all. We've been, if you look back in your past, you might have experienced harder things than this. But if you just think about it, God has delivered you from that. And just think ahead if God is going to deliver us from this, and know that obviously He's in control of it all. So once this lockdown or this pandemic is done, we can look back on this and just rejoice in God, saying, God delivered us from this. He fulfilled His purpose. He fulfilled His plan for me, for you, for anyone. And it's just such an awesome thing to think about. The more you think about it, the more you think about this verse. All things work together for good. Everything that God allows is for a purpose. And again, we may not know that purpose. We may not know the plan that God has for us. But we can just simply trust Him that He's going to get the honor and glory of it all, and that He's doing a work in people's lives through it. So I'm going to take a knee, we'll close in prayer, and then we'll get right into our exercise. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we do thank You for this day. We do thank You for Your word that we were able to look into and just be challenged from Your word, and just thank You for all the things that You've given to us. We do thank You that You are in control of everything. Everything that we go through, whether good or bad, is for our good. And we know You have a plan and a purpose for each and everything that happens. And Lord, I pray for each and every one of us during this difficult time, that we would just rely on You. We put our full trust in You, that You will deliver us from this, and You will do work in people's lives through this. And Lord, that we would just trust you, because you are in control of everything. You are in control of this pandemic, and Lord, I pray that we would just continue to just rely on you, and that we would not panic, we would not be afraid, but we would just simply trust you. We ask this now in Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. So now we're going to get into our exercises. Obviously, it's going to be volleyball focused, one of my favorite exercises to do. So the only equipment you're going to need is a volleyball. If you don't have a volleyball, you can always use a beach ball or a soccer ball or something light like a volleyball. So we're just going to get right into our exercise. So how we're going to start is passing off a wall. If you don't have a wall, you can always pass with a sibling or a family member. But ideally, I would use a wall. So first one we're going to do is we're going to do passing with our hands. So if you're a volleyball player, you know how this works. So your hands are going to be up high, both hands touching the ball. You're just going to set off the wall, just like this. You can see I'm not moving my elbows. I'm just using my wrist. It's just all in the wrist action. So the more you do this, I usually do about 50 a day. At least that's my goal, is try to do 50 a day. The more you do this, the softer your hands will be. If you're training to become a setter, this is probably one of the best fundamental exercises to do if you want to be a setter. I feel like every volleyball player should learn how to pass with their hands. So that's a great start to learn how to pass with your hands. So now we're going to go with the easy, another one with your platform. So just a quick review. I know some of us have a different way of holding our hands, but for me, I go hands straight out, hand on top of the other, hands folded, and thumbs pressed down. And there you have a perfect platform. So this one you're going to do is you're just going to pass off the wall. See, I'm using my legs. I'm not swinging my arms. It's just all on the legs. All right. So if you want to add a little challenge to it, you get down on one knee. Get up. And we'll get down on the other knee. So maybe do like 25 standing up, 25 on the knee, another 25 standing up, and then get down the other knee, do another 25. 20 to 25. I know you start to feel in your shoulders after a while, but do what's most comfortable to you. Maybe push yourself a little bit more. One other challenge I'll add, and then we'll go into our other exercise, is the one hand platform. So it goes like this. So this may not look quite as easy. So if you want to go, maybe try to go 10 without dropping, or if you're actually really good at it, maybe go 20 or 30. So maybe do 10 on the left arm, and then do 10 with the right arm. Just like that. Alright, so for the last two exercises, you won't need a volleyball for this. You're just going to, there won't be any equipment for this. So the last two exercises are going to be explosive focus. So a lot of these are going to be leg exercises. So if you play volleyball, you know that volleyball is all about explosiveness, but you're going to attack a ball, you're explosive with your legs, you're going to chase after a ball, you're being explosive chasing after the ball. So we're just going to do some simple leg exercises that don't need equipment. So the first one we're going to do is called line jumps. Obviously, I don't have a line, so you don't really need lines to do line jumps. If you want, you can take chalk and draw a line, or you can put a jump rope out and jump over that. But for me, I don't use a line. So you also need a timer. Time yourself. You want to do this for 20 seconds. So it's going to go like this. So feet shoulder width apart. Okay, I'm going to be loose on my feet. So it's going to go like this. I'm going as fast as I can for 20 seconds. See how fast you can go for 20 seconds. It's not going to look like this. See, I'm just landing like straight on my heels, and I'm not really going fast. I'm not really putting the effort into it. You want to be light on your feet, kind of light on your toes. And you're just going to go just as quick as you can for 20 seconds. Take a break, and then you're going to go back and forth. Same thing. Next one, you're going to take a break, and then do off one leg. All right, and then the other leg. Each one you want to do for 20 seconds. See how fast you can go. You'll start to feel in your legs, so take breaks if you need it. So same thing off one leg, going back and forth. running as fast as you can. So our last exercise we're going to do is called lunge jumps or jump lunges, whatever you want to call it. People call it different. So how this one's going to work, one leg out in front, you're going to lunge down, okay? Your kneecap is not going to touch the ground. It's going to be close, maybe about an inch. So make sure you're lunged like this, your back is straight, you're upward, okay? Arms are down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump from this position as high as I can using my arm swing, okay? Because for volleyball players, you use your arm swing, you get up higher. So I'm going to go up like this, and I'm going to switch legs. So it's going to look like this. Very simple. So you want to maybe do about 10 to 15. I do 3 reps of those. So my suggestion for you would be maybe do 10 jump lunges, take a break, maybe pass the volleyball, and then come back and do line jumps. Just mix it up instead of just sitting down taking a break, because your muscles will kind of get tense just not doing anything. So try to stay active through these exercises. So I hope these exercises have been a great help to you. I hope to see you guys later this summer.